Happy New Year! So your New Year's resolution for the year is to make R1,000,000, get a six-pack, and read a book a week. Now realistically, 46% of you would have already failed your resolutions for the year. And by the end of the month, 80% of you would have failed. So the real question is, how do we become a part of the 8% of people that actually fulfill our New Year's resolution for the year? Let me tell you a story. There's a part of an ocean that exists that plays an enchanting song that leads all sailors to their doom. Okay, now there was a man named Odysseus. Now Odysseus wanted to be the first man that crossed this part of the ocean and still survive. So he devised a plan to melt a bunch of beeswax to be used as earplugs for his crewmates. Now remember, he wanted to be the first man to listen to this enchanting song and live to tell the tale. So he gave his crew the earplugs and told them that under no circumstance should they release him until they have passed the part of the ocean that plays the song. So they did exactly that. They tied him to the mast and they put in the earplugs just before they got to that part of the ocean. As they crossed that part of the ocean, Odysseus heard the beautiful song and all he wanted to do was go towards it. But his crewmates did not let him out. He moaned and he fought, but he could not get out of the hold. Eventually they crossed that part of the ocean, and because of his crew, Odysseus was the first man to resist the sound of the sirens. Now, modern day psychologists calls this solution situation change, which basically says that you shouldn't fight the temptation purely out of willpower, but instead you should change your situation. The catch is that situation change normally involves more than personal actions. It's mainly about the people around you and the groups you belong to. I want you to do a little test. Write down the 5 people that are closest to you, people that actually influence you. And I can guarantee that your net worth is an average of the 5 of those people, because the people that you surround yourself with actually determine who you are and where you're actually going to be in life. But here at the Success Equation, this is exactly what we want to help you do. The 2 aspects that we are going to be focusing on most this year is community and accountability. Let's be honest, it is impossible to remove every form of temptation in your life. So just like Odysseus, you need to have a crew that will hold you back when you want to go towards that temptation. So look at the people around you, look at your crew. And I've said this 1,000,000 times on this channel, that if you take advice from poor people, you will never get rich. So how are we going to help you? We have decided to make a platform of accountability. And the easiest and safest way to do this is a Facebook group. This platform is going to be used to keep you accountable. So all we ask is that every 2 weeks, just post some sort of progress, update, question, obstacle, anything really, to just tell us that you are still on track to achieving your goals for the year. Remember, this group is only for people that want to break out of modern day slavery and actually make something out of their life. If you do not take it seriously, you will be removed. Remember, it is all about positivity, support, and accountability. So on the group, we urge you to share your goals. Now, please don't share the super personal ones because of safety reasons, but share all of your other goals. Because trust me, when you actually tell people what you're trying to do, it kind of keeps you accountable, because it's quite embarrassing if they check up on you and you say, oh no, I just gave up a few months ago. So that's exactly what I'm going to do in the next minute. I'm going to tell you guys all of my goals for the year. So if you could do the same thing on the group, we can start working towards a better us. Now, for everyone that does join the group and is making an active effort towards making themselves better, supporting other people, and overall just keeping themselves and others accountable, we will be giving them free access to the Success Academy so that they can get new information on how to start different side hustles and overall just improve their financial well-being. And if you haven't checked out the Success Academy, the link is in the description, so please check it out. So the first step to actually making this year life-changing is planning. You have to plan your goals. And just remember, if you fail to plan, it means you plan to fail. I want you to plan your goals. So we are going to split our resolutions into 5 categories. Now, please take some time off your day and write. Now, physically write out your goals for each of these categories. So the first category is your career or your business. Write down your goals for your financial well-being. How much money you want to make, what business you want to start, or if you are in the corporate industry, what level you want to go to, what job you want to do, anything anything career or business focused. Next up, we have our mental goals. Now, this is anything that adds towards our mental health, our mental stability, or overall knowledge in general. So this could be just simply reading books or just feeding yourselves information that dictates your mood in a better way. Number 3, we have the spiritual aspect. This can be prayer, meditation, anything that adds towards you finding your purpose in life and a higher purpose in general. Okay, number 4 is your relationship goals. Now, this is anything that has to do with your family, your friends, or your other half. Now, anything that actually adds towards bettering that relationship or just adding some sort of value to any part of that is your relationship goals. And number 5, we have your physical and fitness goals. This is pretty self-explanatory, but it's just your goals towards making you physically more healthier. Alright, so let me share my personal goals with you. So the first one is the career and business goals. So now, normally I am a type of person that spreads myself very thin, where I jump on as many opportunities, ventures, or side hustles as humanly possible. However, this year, my goal is to go deeper and not wider. Now, as mentioned in the last video, we dropped a lot of our businesses that we were doing last year to focus on the 3 or 4 that are all related to this channel this year. And other than that, it's just to grow them as much as we possibly can this year. Okay, so for my mental goals, now my mental health is generally pretty good, but it can always be better. So my goal is to read a lot more, which is something I really struggle with. So my goal is to do 12 books this year, so 1 a month. And this month I'm already kind of delayed, but I will catch up. Number 3 is my spiritual goals, where my biggest spiritual goal is to seek first the kingdom of God in every single thing I do. I already started a reading plan to read the entire Bible in 6 months, which means this year I want to read the whole book twice, as well as devote more regular time towards fasting and prayer. Number 4 is my relationship goals. I want to spend more quality time with my family and friends and just do more activities with them. As for the girlfriend part, if God sends me my wife, I'll take it. Until then, I'll just focus on everything else. And finally, my physical goals. Yeah, this is a big one, literally. Now, this goal has been on my resolutions for like the last 12 years, where all my before pictures have become pictures of before when I weighed less. But this year is different. And the only reason it's different is because I'm actually sharing with you guys what my goals actually are, so that it helps keep me accountable and it just tells you guys what I'm trying to do with my life. So my goal this year is to lose about 1 kilogram a week or 4 kilograms per month and get to about a body fat percentage of like 20 to 25%. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to limit my calorie intake to 1,900 to 2,100 calories per day, as well as aim for a target of 150 grams of protein per day. Next up is going to be a minimum of 3 to 5 times of strength training per week. I'll also aim to do some form of fun cardio 3 times per week and aim for a goal of 7,000 steps per day. And that's me, that's my goals for the year. Now please remember, the goal is not perfection, it's consistency. James Clear in Atomic Habits says that if you become 1% better than the day before in 1 year, then you will be 37 times better than the person you started off as on day 1 in every single aspect of your life. So join the group, the link is in the description, and let me know what your goals are so that I can see you become better every single day. Stay blessed. So, if you want to watch a banger for video, just check out this one right here.